Hey guys, this is Maddie from Social Soda, and if you're like me, you're probably dying under exam stress right now. So the plan is I'm going to do 6 days of waking up at 6 a.m. and every morning I'm going to do something which isn't necessarily work related but is something productive. And the general idea is to see if it actually helps me be more productive.
Good morning everyone. This is my very tired voice at 6 a.m. and this is the dawn at the minute. So I started off doing some yoga in the morning, which was really nice. As you can see, it's very light. That is not because I cheated, I promise, but because I had to switch on the light, otherwise it was very grainy and not a good video. It was really nice to do yoga in the morning. I actually haven't done it for like 6 months, and it's really good for me and for my mental health, so I enjoyed that a lot. After that, about 6:30, I went for a short little walk. It was extremely short because I was still quite tired, but it was very pretty. As you can see, there was a very nice sunrise going on. Here we have the local pond that I used to go to with my mum and dad. It's very pretty, but as you can see, we have one duck hut which is completely sunk, which is kind of depressing. We do have another one now though, so yeah, big up the village for getting that.
Day 1 review, it is a yes from me. I spent the day feeling kind of tired, but that was pretty unsurprising given that I had insomnia that night. But I managed to get some work done, so... As you can see, I'm looking pretty dead inside and exhausted in this video, clutching the cup of tea like it's like some kind of elixir of life which will wake me up properly. Spoiler, it didn't. I was knackered. I did manage to get some work done this morning, but honestly I felt very disgusting. To be honest, I would have preferred just to wake up at 8 a.m. and do the work then, I'll be really honest. Day 2, it is also a yes from me, but with some caveats. Since I woke up at 6 a.m, to be honest, I felt kind of grim throughout the entire day, so while I did technically get some work done, I'd say this is just a tick, because I felt so gross all day. So this morning I did some drawing. Please ignore the absolutely atrocious bedhead going on there. And this is the little drawing that I made. It's a no from me. Although I did some really nice drawing, I just felt grim the entire day, was not vibing with it. Probably because I went out with friends for drinks the night before, but basically got no work done because I felt so tired. Good morning. So I'll be honest, it's not 6 a.m, it's 7 a.m. I did wake up at 6 a.m, but I was so tired, I then sat in bed and just stared at the wall for about half an hour, and then very slowly got up and had some tea in bed. So now I'm up and out and it's 7 a.m. It's also quite grim weather, which isn't so nice. It's very overcast and I looked it up, apparently it's gonna rain. So I think this morning isn't the nicest of mornings. Basically, ever since I've come back to London, so I've been in London for 2 days now, I've been finding it really hard to do the 6 a.m. wake up, because each night, Tuesday night, I saw some friends at the pub, and then last night I want to volunteer at the Museum Queer Britain, so I was at a volunteering event for there, which went on till 8:30, and then I cycled home, so I got home quite late. So yes, it's been, I think this past couple of days have reminded me that it's maybe good to do 6 a.m. when you're not also trying to be a student or just do anything past 10 p.m. at night. Wow, I'm just looking at myself in the camera. I look exhausted. I look so tired. I literally rolled out of bed. I've got such mad bedhead. I look done in. Okay, so I'm starting to feel a tiny bit less grim, but I'll be honest, I still feel pretty gross. I'm just very tired. So I'm just gonna walk around this park for a little bit and then I'm gonna go home. But I am still glad that I went out for a walk this morning, because I don't know if you can hear them, but I can hear the birds and it's very peaceful, so that's good. Just en route there is this amazing gothic looking house. and I love it. And every single time I do this walk, I have a little look at it because it's amazing. Day number 4, also a no from me. It is not my idea of fun to wake up really, really early in the morning, like disgustingly early, to trudge outside when it's still grey, to look around a park. I did like the park. I do like nature. Did I like the park at 6:30 AM in the morning? No, I did not. So I decided today to do some meal prep and make myself an enormous lunch. I really like cooking, so I really enjoyed this morning. It's something which I find really relaxing. It did cause me a lot of washing up though. I always forget with meal prep how it's like 80 pots and pans for you to make. So I got some bulgur wheat and I had that with some roasted cauliflower and carrots, which I roasted with some cumin and some maple syrup. Oh yeah, there was also some Dijon mustard in there, and that was absolutely delicious. And then because I'm a little bit of a psychopath, I actually had some of that for breakfast before I left because I really enjoy having a full meal for breakfast. Please don't come for me in the comments. 5. It's a yes from me. The reason is because my auntie is a very lovely lady, but for lunch I was going to have hummus and pitta, which is not very filling in my opinion. Instead, I did have an entire meal, and that meal did slap, so yes. Did I get any work done? No, but since it was a family lunch, probably wouldn't have got any work done in anyway. Here is me waking up. I'm making some very necessary tea to start the day. Okay, so it's the final day, hooray! I'm off to do some sketching and a little walk. I'll be honest, I don't think I'm going to be able to see much given that it's completely foggy, but we'll attempt. So it's still very foggy, so this is the slightly gothic looking lake that I want to do, well, pond. And this is the bench with 2 wooden slats for me to sit on, not a third, so it's going to be quite uncomfortable, but let's try. Number 6, it is a no from me. It was really nice to wake up in the morning and do some art. I'm not going to deny that, that was great. However, I was also knackered, and in my opinion, I could have woken up at 7 o'clock and had the same experience because I didn't start work till 9 anyway, because I was so tired after coming home from my walk. I sat at the kitchen and drank a cup of tea staring into the distance like a hollow shell of a human being for about an hour before I actually fully woke up. Overall, I would say yes to waking up at 6 AM in the morning, in the sense that it did increase my productivity, which was good, as exams are coming very, very soon. On the other hand, I'd say it only really works if you're going to sleep at 10 o'clock the night before. All of my yeses throughout this week were when I actually got a reasonable night's sleep, and all of my no's when I either saw friends or came home late from something. So I'd say this method really works if you're just like at home to revise and you don't really have much on. If you're trying to do stuff, maybe just cut yourself a break and wake up at 7 or 8 AM in the morning instead. Definitely wake up early in the morning. I do think that actually does help, because it means you don't roll out of bed at 2 PM, stare around at the room and go, oh my god, I've done no work, and it's already the afternoon. So do wake up early in the morning. I do also think that spending an hour doing something that you enjoy or that is productive is a really good way to spend a morning. I did notice that my mental health was better this week because I really enjoyed spending the hour on something which I wouldn't usually give time to. For example, Monday, doing yoga. I haven't done yoga in ages, and it was lovely to spend time doing that. So give yourself an hour, I'd say, or the experience of doing something which isn't strictly work related or screen related is really good for your brain. However, does it need to be at 6 AM in the morning, or does it just need to be early in the morning? I think it doesn't need to be at 6.
Hope you enjoyed watching this content, and please subscribe for more.